like you just have the heat here. I don't see air conditioning. Okay, we're gonna do a cold start. Now it's been in our showroom floor here in the bay for about 12 hours since it was last started. We're gonna fire it up, check out the Dakota digital gauges. Those look cool. Not touching the gas. It's kind of wanting to die. I'm gonna give it a little gas. Oh, died. There we go. Now she's running. That sounds really good. These light up really nice. There's your radio. That's really cool. Fit and finish in here looks good. That looks nice. Okay, we're going on a quick test drive here. Now that flickering you see here on the screens and gauges, that's just in camera, that's not in person. To shift this car is incredibly easy. Now one thing I noticed, there's a ton of play in the wheel before the car does anything. See how much you can turn the wheel before it does anything. Alignment so far feels good. Steering wheel for the most part is pretty straight. I don't think the oil pressure gauges work. I know they're on the high end there, but this is a pretty cold start and they were already up there on the high. But this looks like it works. Hitting on the brakes hard in 3, 2, 1, all the way down. Yeah, brakes are good, no issues there. Gotta give a little gas in that first gear. Like I said, shifting this car is so easy, the clutch and the gas. Let's see if you can't see the shifts. Very easy, even down into 4, 3rd. Really nice. Like I said, shifting is really easy. So it's really just that steering wheel, that's the steering itself actually, where you have just all that play, and it kind of squeaks. You can hear a little bit of squeaking on the wheel. Hear that? Not quite sure what that is. And everything else is really nice. Fun driving car. Okay, and we have the appraisal here. This car was appraised by Classic Antique Replica Specialists, so they go through the car and just do their evaluation on it. This will be included with the car. It will also be on the website, and it can be emailed to you, I'm sure, if you need it, but feel free to pause the video at any time if you want to see it. It was done July 17th, 2026 on the 67 Fastback. So we're going to run through this real quick. Like I said, feel free to pause it. So it goes over the interior, does an evaluation there, and he rates them. So read that and pause it at any time. Same here, exterior. And then a little bit on the engine there. And then we'll come over to the next page for the engine. Here's the rest. Like I said, pause that if needed. And we'll be putting this on the website as well in the description. So it just goes through everything done to the car, everything he found. There's his final note. And then a little bit of market condition, variances, and all that, and why it's priced the way it is, and where he appraised it at. He did not do the test drive. That will be at the end of this video. I'll be doing that part. So there you go. That will come with the vehicle. That's as much information as you can get from a third-party appraiser. And like I said, this will all be on the website. So let's check out the car now. Okay, we're going to do a visual condition report. So we're looking for scuffs, scratches, chips, dings, any cosmetic imperfections that we can find. Here on the front right wheel, looks absolutely gorgeous. 225 45 17s. Those are NT555 G2s. Really good Nitto tire. Dayco 2024. Looking in the barrels, looks incredible. Got your 6-piston Willwoods. Very nice. Looking at the paint, you're gonna have little swirls and imperfections. You're gonna see, you know, some little dimples and trash in the paint, some little marks. Overall, that panel looks good. I think this is a perfect driver's car. It is not the most cream of the crop perfect car you've ever seen, but from a couple feet away, she looks absolutely gorgeous. You take this to Cars and Coffee, go to car shows, it's gonna get the looks. Now, of course, if you get inches away, you're gonna see little flaws. You're gonna see dimples and trash in the paint. And keep in mind, we're under some crazy lighting, so the flaws you see here are not the same as what you would see outside. Outside, it's gonna look even better. So you're gonna have a little mark right here in the paint, a little scuff. And keep in mind, here at the dealership, we have our own detail department, and we can do very high-end paint corrections, ceramic coating, all that good stuff. So if you wanna get this thing really popping, they can get that done back there. But as it sits still, I think it's in great condition. There's a little ding right there. So little things like the little fingernail scratches, you're gonna have stuff like that. There are a lot of scuffs and scratches in that glass, you can see. So that's one thing that does stand out. Got dimples in here. You're gonna see some little paint runs. You got some hard water stains in here. Once again, another thing that a paint correction, a little polish can help get out. A little crack in the clear of some sort. Little flaws. Like I said, she's not perfect, but she does look really, really good. Date code on that tire, 2024. Once again, the wheels look incredible. Got the Willwoods. Tires look nice. There's some hard water stains on the hood. Get very close, you're going to see imperfections like that here and there. Like I said, you got the dimples. Got some touch-up spots in here. Really heavy paint run right there. You can see the ripples. See that? Looks good. I got some little marks here and there. Looks nice in there. For the most part, that looks good. Just gonna get under here the best that I can. Like I said, you have to be inches away here in the surgery room lighting to see some of these flaws. You know, just walking around the car like this, she looks incredible. Now this trim right here is coming off. You see that? You can put your finger in there. And it looks bent. Got some flaws there, some hard water stains. You're gonna see the haziness. As we know, black paint is really tough to keep perfect, but when it is, it looks incredible. You have these weird little scratches right here. And some pretty big gaps in the hood. chips in there. Some scratches on that glass once again. When you look close, you can see the scratches. Got some large chips here. All those have been touched up. Once again, hard water spots kind of all throughout. Sprinkler must have got it or something. This molding right here is kind of popping out too. You have a big gap right there. These wheels look really good though. The texture in the paint, a little bit of orange peel on that trim. Get under here the best we can. That's a really nice suspension. Here on the interior, these seats look really good. Smells great in here, nice and clean. Really good. Let's check out this door panel. We do have some flaws in here. That looks good. Some bubbles in the leather, kind of rippling. That's on there nice and secure. Looks good. Let's roll this window up. It's a little tough to roll up and down. You can see this kind of moves around. For the most part though, the rest of that looks good. In the jambs, you're going to see a lot of flaws, little texture and dimples. Just typical stuff here. See those flaws, a little fit and finish and stuff like that. It's not the best in there. Missing the nameplate here. The carpet looks good. Overall, the seat looks really nice. That steering wheel is really clean. It's in great condition. Gauges look good. That looks really nice. Center console's beautiful. Dash pad's nice. All of that looks good. Door shut really good. All right, here on this panel, let's look in that jam. There we go. Got the gloss black. Handles on there nice and secure. That works good. Now looking in the jam, if you look close, you're going to see a lot of texture and orange peel, dimples. Overall, that trim looks good. Carpets look awesome though. Here in the seats, the leather's really nice. Headliner looks good. This part looks really, really good. Glove box looks nice. From what I can tell, the dash pad's in good condition up there. know it's kind of dark. From what I can tell, the seats look good. That was shot really nice. Okay, here in the trunk, this does not stay open on its own. It looks like you have a console there, just a bunch of random parts. There's a Kenwood, some rubber seals. Looks like the original cluster. Center caps, it looks like, for the wheels. Some more moldings. And then listening to the trunk. Really nice. Alright, we're going to scan through the engine bay. If you haven't already checked out the photos, I took a ton of detailed close-up photos in here. You can zoom in on stuff. Feel free to pause at any time here. And here on the underside, you do have some gashes in there. That's all painted.